My name is Michael Lyman Penwell. I'm from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I just moved to Pittsburgh. You know, I had left a job and I didn't know what I was going to be doing. Like I knew I had a lot of good skills. I have a master's degree. Like I was really excited to try new things, but I didn't know what those new things would be. I was looking for jobs on my own, and but what I really was realizing was that I did not know how to sell myself. I didn't know how to sell the experiences that I had from working in higher education for 14 years. I didn't know how to translate that into any other type of industry or any other type of experience. You know, I worked on my own pretty unsuccessfully, you know, trying to find that next thing for me. And I got an offer on Facebook. It was just like one of those, have you considered a job coach or whatever? And it's like, fill out this form, we'll send it out to job coaches in your area or career coaches. I think I got about 7 responses from that form that I had filled out. And they all looked like they'd be pretty good, but Cynthia's was the only one that demonstrated that she had actually read what I had written. She put a personalized response to me. Like everyone else's was a form letter. I was sold right then and there. Within 2 interactions, like I knew I was gonna go with Cynthia if she had the time in her schedule to work with me. She used a lot of different formats with me, like some pre-recorded lessons that, you know, things that she teaches, and then so there were homework assignments that were set up on those. I was a little reluctant to do some of them because I felt like they were maybe a little silly to start, but then as I started to do them, I was like, this is important. You know, there's a reason that she asked us to do this. I was really impressed, you know, from the start, you know, with how that happened, and how she really worked, how she had the system down, and really starting with core values, and what are your values, and what kind of things would you like to do, and would you be able to do. And she really took me from, there was a distinct moment, and I wrote about it in the journals that she had me do, it's like there was a distinct moment where I went from, I can't do this, or I don't want this, or I don't need this, or I won't do this, to what do I want? It's a world of possibility that opens up when you start looking at what you want, or what you can do, or what you're willing to do, versus what you won't do, or what you don't like, or you know. So even just little shifts in thinking were huge. I just can't say enough about how that was so helpful to me. Yeah, the thing that sticks out to me the most that she has me do, or had me do, and that I did do, and still do to this day, was she told me to keep a gratitude journal. And when she said that, I was like, I guess I don't know, maybe I'm Generation X enough to have felt like that's ridiculous, or that sounds so silly, or why would I do that? But I do it. It really does change this thought process, you know, like instead of going to work and thinking I don't like this, or you know, this is annoying, or I don't want to talk to this person, or I don't like this meeting, or whatever. It's like, what am I grateful for, you know? So, and that makes a big change, you know, and it makes a big difference. And so in that sense, there was that elevation of a realization, but that also that elevation of needs being met and wants being met that I think have changed my outlook, and I've changed how I look at the world around me and the people that I interact with. I'd say do it. Like if you're thinking about, you know, what's next for you, even if you're just thinking about exploring what's next for you. Because I really went into it thinking she'd help me with my resume and maybe help me with interviews. But what I got out of it was a whole package, like a whole who is Michael, and that I was not counting on it, because there were moments that my background is in counseling, so there were moments it's like I feel like this is a counseling session almost, you know, and she was there. I mean, there were things that I had shared with her that some of them were painful, and to me personally, and she was with me through it. You know, she didn't clam up, she didn't feel uncomfortable. She asked follow-up questions, and that was the thing we started with the next time I talked to her. Is like, how was that thing that you were talking about? So it really demonstrated to me that she was invested, not just in getting my money and helping me get a job to make herself look good, but she was invested in me as a person, and that to me stands out. I wasn't expecting that either. I was expecting a very cold business relationship, and it was very warm and very heartfelt and very sincere. And I think if you're thinking about doing it, if you're thinking about doing it with Cynthia, you should look at it and do it, because I think she's worthwhile. The process is worthwhile. It's not about your background or your work experience, but I think it truly is like, will you go on the journey with her? Because that's what you're getting. You're getting a partner to go on a journey with you, and that journey is you. But and she's kind of mentoring and coaching and guiding along the way. But she's not removed from you. She's very much a part of that process with you, and that'll stick with you. And I feel like I gained like I feel like I gained a mentor through the process, and not just a transaction. And I think those things are. I feel like it was the luckiest thing that could have happened, in that stretch of time for me,